Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching, if you could share this video on my channel and help support the awesome bands I feature. And today I'm here with Aesthetic Perfection. How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for having me. Good to talk to you again.
Definitely, yeah. Last time we spoke, we were at a live concert together, and that's not possible with the pandemic. And I was wondering, how have you as an artist been handling the whole lockdown and quarantine time?
If I'm being 100% honest, I'm kind of enjoying it. I am already used to sort of locking myself away to be creative. It's something that, I tend to do every time I'm trying to finish a record. And then, when you're out on the road, you just don't have many opportunities to get into a creative mindset. So obviously, I don't think that this situation is ideal for, a million and one reasons that I'm sure everybody already knows. But I try to find the silver lining in everything. And in this situation, I do enjoy being able to just be creative and without, let's say, expectations or deadlines. It's been a while.
Yeah, now you recently just did the Cellar Sessions, and did you expect all the positive feedback you got?
Not one bit. I was actually quite terrified to release that. I honestly thought that I was going to get a lot more hate than I did, and to be, to be honest, I was really, I want to say, like, mentally preparing for a whole lot of hate, and I want to say got like 99.99999% positive feedback, and so I'm really not going to concern myself too much with 0.00001 whatever. And I was like this close to not releasing it too, but I let my Patreon supporters check it out first, and they were like, you got to release this, and I'm just sitting there like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And they were right. God bless them.
And does this inspire you to do even more experimenting with your music?
I think not just the Cellar Sessions, but I think in general, I've been using this downtime to really sort of explore every avenue that I've been interested in musically. And test my own limits and push my own envelopes. And so the Cellar Sessions was just one part of that. And yes, the positive feedback that I've gotten has, let's say, given me the confidence to publicly release a lot of those experiments. I think a person like myself who I'm trying to find the right word. I don't view myself as a celebrity, but I'm certainly in the public eye. And I think that when you are an artist in the public eye, you have a certain level of personal expectations, and I think that expectations that you believe that your audience is putting on you. So you don't feel confident to just sort of put stuff out into the world unless you feel like this is, as close to perfect as it can possibly be. But I think the Cellar Sessions was an example of something that wasn't perfect, but still had value to the people that consumed it. And I think that because of that, I'm a lot more willing to kind of share the outcome of these experiments without fear of judgment.
Now you're releasing your new single, Pet Cemetery, tomorrow. What made you want to do that cover?
I've been thinking for years now about how I want to do like a cover every Halloween because, I'm a guy who wears black. I love Halloween as much as the next person who wears black, and I get really, really excited about it. And I was trying to get into the mood a little early this year. So I think it was August. I was like, okay, I'm really going to do the cover this year. I'm going to do the Halloween cover that I've been kind of thinking about doing for forever. And there's a handful of them. And Pet Sematary seemed like probably the best one to lead with, at least because it's one of my like favorite holiday songs, if you want to call it that. Yeah, it's just like a really fun, simple song, and yeah, I think it just chose itself.
Speaking of Halloween, how do you plan on celebrating Halloween this year?
I think for most of us, like, big Halloween plans are canceled. So, but that doesn't mean that I can't get into the holiday spirit, so to say. And I've already got my house decked out with Halloween decorations that I had to import because I'm living in Europe right now, and Halloween hasn't really made the big jump yet. It's starting to get more popular here, but it's not like you can go into a grocery store or like a Walmart type thing and just see all of the decorations that you could ever possibly desire. You got to put time and thought into it and order it and all that kind of stuff. So I did that, and I got the place decked out, and we're thinking about having some kind of socially distanced gathering, depending on kind of what things are looking at, what things are looking like. Once we get closer to the date. It's hard to make long-term plans right now, right? You just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. But either way, make the best out of it and get into the spirit as much as we possibly can.
Definitely. Now, with releasing your new song tomorrow, are you also working on any more music or new album, or what are you working on?
I am working on so many things at the moment. It's like I said, I'm trying to make the best of this situation, and it's given me the freedom to kind of explore a lot of different artistic avenues that I've thought about but not really had the time or the courage to go down before. I don't really want to reveal too much because I think even in the culture of oversharing on social media and all that kind of stuff, it's nice to hold a little bit back and surprise people every now and then. So I can say that I'm working on a bunch of different things, a bunch of exciting things, and they really run the gamut from kind of what you would typically expect from me and Aesthetic Perfection, and stuff that when you hear it, you're going to go, what the hell was he thinking? But, it's what I do.
Now, I want to ask, now that you live in Europe, when touring is able, you're still going to be touring the United States a lot or not as much?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's the U.S. is one of our, well, actually, no, it is our biggest market, followed by Germany. But I think even if that wasn't the case, considering the fact that I am American and look forward to any excuse that I can find to go home, see friends, see family, drive around in a van with my friends and play music. I'm always looking for that excuse. So I don't think we're going to turn into a rarity once things go back to normal.
That's good to hear. Now, if people want to find your music, look you up, find you on social media, how do they do that?
Oh, man. Okay. So Twitter.com/Daniel_Graves, Instagram, This is Aesthetic Perfection. My personal is I am Daniel Graves, Facebook.com/Aesthetic Perfection, and of course, aesthetic-perfection.net. I'm everywhere.
Awesome. Now, I want to ask, a lot of artists are doing virtual concerts and shows. Are you going to be taking part in any of those?
That's a pretty good question that I don't actually have an answer to. I don't want to, how do I say this? I don't want to just do a live stream concert for the sake of doing it, because I feel like if I'm going to try to give people that kind of experience, I want to do it in the most creative and fulfilling way possible. I think that just like standing in front of a webcam in my living room is not a particularly exciting way of performing. And I think given the sort of bombastic and energetic nature of our like live shows, I think it would kind of like leave people feeling a bit, I don't know, unsatisfied, dissatisfied, whatever the real word is. So, I mean, obviously, as this goes on, artists are going to need to kind of rethink ways of delivering performance experiences to their audience, and I'm certainly on board with doing that. And it's certainly on my mind, but I don't have like a concrete plan at the moment, so I don't want to promise anything that I may not ever deliver.
Yeah, totally. Well, it was good having you and talk with you, and everyone look him up.
Always a pleasure talking to you, man. And yeah, look me up, come find me, and let's do this again sometime.
Definitely.